Hi everybody, Jake here with our awesome, fully off-road capable Pica Timberleaf trailer. And today I'm going to show you all the ins and outs so you can enjoy your awesome adventure. Okay, so starting at the front, we got a couple different things here. This is our propane tank. With our propane tank, it just as is. We don't fill it up, and the only expectation is that you return one. So you can return it totally empty. There is places to pick up and exchange these for about $20. Right now it's connected to the heater, so you can use this. Come over here. You can take this off by just popping this little piece here and then sliding this bad boy out. We use it a lot of times for cooking as well, but this is how it reconnects. And you can disconnect this. And in our utility closet here, we've got a couple different things. So if you want to use the propane to cook, you can connect this piece in here, and that goes into our standard Coleman grill. I've also got some backups in here, so you've got two different couplers, and I also have a standard ball hitch as well as a backup. Additionally, in this utility closet is kind of our tool bag, and in the tool bag find just like a couple wrenches and some zip ties. This red handled wrench goes to the water tank. That's kind of the important one in here, but if you find yourself needing a tool, check out our tool bag. And the other thing you'll want to check out in here is the solar panels. The trailer does charge off of a 7-pin round RV connection, but not off your car or off of shore power. But if you find yourself remote, we have this fold out solar panel. Really great. Originally we had it mounted to the top, but we found that having it on the side is better because it turns out we like to park in shade. So this just folds out, and then there's a connector in the back. Leave this one always connected, and then this one goes in the back, and I'll show you how to connect that a little bit later in the video. So the other thing in here is this is a lock for the trailer itself. The gold key, we'll talk about keys here in a minute. The gold key goes in here. You take this entire unit off the front, slide this back unit into the back here, and then reattach this on the front. I also have some other spare 1-pound propane tanks, and there's some traction devices in there as well. So front is all about utility. So oftentimes we get asked, what are these ports about? These were originally for an AC that only worked off shore power. We don't tend to use them, so just keep these closed. But each side has a door. There's magnetic holders for the door, so you can pop it open and it'll hold, which is really nice. So come on in and I'll meet you on the other side. So each of our doors have an internal deadbolt that you can activate like this. There are also 4 windows inside. Each side has 2. You can lock this top window by pushing this toggle. Hold it, and it holds in place just like that. Push this down for it to go back down. Smaller windows are just a pinch and lift. Pinch and lift. We also have 2 tables on either side. 1 table on either side for 2. There are 3 internal lights in the cabin, 1 on each side for book reading. If you press it once, it's going to be blue. If you hold it, it'll go to clear. You also have floodlights externally. The flip is right here. And then you have a central light right there. Fan is really great. Moisture is something that you need to be aware of. It is watertight. So having some sort of way for the vapor to escape is important. So at night, sometimes we'll just manually crack this open. It has a rain sensor, so it'll close automatically if it's raining. There's also a remote control over here. Or, you can just kind of pop one of these open, just like that. That's fine as well. One of our favorite features is the skylight. Really, really nice for viewing stars at night, and really enjoyable. You can close this during the day for shade cover. Looking over to the right is some control panels. The black knobs are for the heater. The top knob controls if it's off, which is the setting it's in now. If you turn it one click to the right, that's just the fan. 2 clicks to the right, the one that looks like a water droplet to me, is for the heat to turn on. These 2 posts in the corner are your intake and outtake, so make sure that those are uncovered. And the bottom knob there is for the actual temperature. It does a 60-second purge when it starts and when it finishes, so just be aware of that. To the right of that, you'll see a standard outlet that only works off of shore power, but that circle below it is a USB port, which does work off of the batteries. Let's go check out the back. All right, so here's our Galley. It's got 2 locks, and they're twist locks, so to the right is locked, to the left is open. To use these is the 751 key. You can just pull this open. Come on over here. So here's another little control panel. This is showing you the voltage. It's reading really high right now because I've got it plugged into shore power over here. It's a 12-volt battery, so it likes to be around 12.3 to 13 volts. If you see it dropping below 12.3, you either need to plug it into shore power, plug it into your car, or plug the solar panel in. We have 2 more USB ports here that do work off the battery, as well as this 12 volt. Again, the standard outlet only works off of shore power. Here's a light switch for these external lights above us, which are really nice for cooking. You've got 2 areas for storing your goods. And we provide a pot set, cookware, and those are knives and cutting boards. This is our Dometic fridge freezer. It's electric, it runs off the battery. It's very efficient. It'll take probably 3 days of battery life for it to drain. To get it out, there's this little lever and you pull it towards you, the yellow lever towards yourself. Comes out just like that. You can open up it like so. If you come on over here, you can see the control panel for it. So you can set the temperature. We have it set at 37, or you can just turn it off if you'd like to just use ice. To get it to push back in, we push this yellow in and it slides right back into place. This is where our electronics live. We've got some extra goodies in here for you. This is a backup stove. Here are some camping seats for you. This is what I call our oh shit manual, and it's got all of our insurance, our registration. I've got it flipped open to the control for the heater because that seems to be the thing that people forget the most. And I've also got a first aid kit in here for you as well. So if you come in close, I'll show you how to connect the solar panel. So this is the port for the solar panel. It's almost identical to the one you saw up front. What I tend to do is plug it in here and I'll run it out this little hole, down through the bottom, and then I'll actually close the hatch so you can leave it during the day. The only thing you really need to know back here is how to flip the breaker. If anything weird or wonky happens electrically, a good first step is just to flip the breaker. It almost never happens, but it's good to be aware. And the breaker is just right here, and it's this yellow or red button. I just give it one press, and that flips the breaker. To reset it, you can see there's this little black button here, and you just push that back up in there. This is our 5-gallon road shower. We use it to shower when it's hot enough, it's passively heated, or just cleaning dishes or bikes or what have you. You come over here, right now it's pressurized. It pressurizes via a bike pump. This is off, this is on. This is off, this is on. So, flat is on. The other thing to know is this is how our shore power connects. It's got a little screw on here. You just untwist that, and if you look at it, it's actually got an interesting shape, so you kind of gotta screw it in first and then screw it into these threads. And that's it. I hope you enjoy your adventure, and we can't wait to get you out there. Take care.